Hey, so Thanksgiving's coming up, and I wanted to practice making my whole wheat sourdough dinner rolls. Um, and we've just recently acquired a mock meal 100 where I can freshly mill wheat berries. And for the dinner rolls, I'm going to use hard white spring wheat berries. And we got these from Breadtopia, and they are organic. And so I've already milled the wheat berries, and I've already got most everything measured out. Just a few little things that I wanted to show you as I add the ingredients into our mixing bowl. So I've already got half a cup of the active sourdough starter. And I've already measured that out. And then I'm going to put a quarter of a cup of local honey that is here got from North Alabama. We went to the Fiddlers Convention in Athens, Alabama, and we got some Moon and Stars honey from Athens, Alabama, and so that's what I'm using. Mostly, that's what the honey is. We've got a little bit from Huntsville, but mostly what I used was the Moon and Stars from Athens. And then we've got warm water, 3/4 of a cup of warm water. So I'm going to pour that in. All these ingredients just get mixed in at the same time. So I've got my water. I've also got a half a teaspoon of sea salt that I've measured out, and this is 1/4 of a cup of melted butter. So we're going to add that in. And then the last thing we're going to add in is our flour. And again, this is freshly milled. This is white wheat, spring berries. And we're going to do 2.5 cups of this. I've already measured out 2 cups. I'm just going to go ahead and pour those in. I wanted to talk just a little bit about the 2.5 cups. You always see this on TV, and so I wanted to talk about how you level off your flour with your measuring cup. Now I'm not going to add this in just yet. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing my dough and see how hydrated it is. Because I've found that whole wheat, when you have freshly milled whole wheat, it doesn't take as much of it. And so it's easy to get the dough really dry. I'm going to turn that off for just a minute, and I'm going to take my spatula. I'm going to push down the flour that's in that. And these are our rolls. These are rolls. Again, they're whole wheat sourdough rolls, but they're made with white wheat. So they're not going to look as brown as if we had made them with the red wheat. Okay, it looks like it's well hydrated, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of my flour. We're going to let that mix for about 5 minutes, and then we will cover it and let it rest overnight. It's going to double in size. We're going to look for it to double in size. And then tomorrow morning, we'll see what it looks like. Well, we're back with the whole wheat rolls, and I made the dough up. It was probably about 10 o'clock last night when I made up the dough, and it's taken about 16 hours for it to double. I would say that's very much due to the kitchen was cool last night, and then it's warmed up, because we've been in here cooking things, and it's warmer during the day. And so it's gotten to a place where I think it is doubled in size. So what I'm going to do now is take this out, and you can see it's developed a skin on it, but I'm going to end up dividing this into 8 parts. And it's 683 by mass, and so I'm going to divide that by 8. So it needs to be about right around 85 grams. And I'm going to take my dough, and I'm just going to divide it into 8 pieces with my bench cutter, my bench knife. Um, so I'm going to divide in half and then divide in half and see about how much one piece is. It's right around, it's about 86. So I'm just going to take that piece and I'm going to form a dough ball, kind of roll it around. Actually, I'm going to kind of tuck it too because it's got that skin on it. I'm just going to roll it, make it into a ball. Okay. I'm going to squeeze it a little bit and see. I really want that top. I know it's got skin on it, but I really want it to see if I can get it to. I think I'm going to tuck it over. One way that you can keep it from forming so much skin is to put oil, roll it in oil. I'm kind of tucking that under. And you can definitely comment if there's something else that you do when you make your rolls. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to put this over here in my greased baking dish. I'm going to check my second one. It's right at 86. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the rest of these out, the rest of my dough balls out to make rolls. And then I'm going to cover it and let the dough balls double in size, or the rolls double in size till they're close to being doubled. And then we'll do an egg wash. So when we come back, we'll do an egg wash. Okay, so we've been working on our whole wheat sourdough dinner rolls. And just to review a little bit, we used spring hard white wheat that was freshly milled to make our dinner rolls. And we're also going to put in egg wash. I've got my egg wash here to put on top of the dinner rolls. I decided to proof my dinner rolls in my proofing oven for my bread. And so I use the proofing oven when I want my rolls or my bread to rise a little faster. And so I wanted to cook these tonight. It seemed like the kitchen had kind of cooled off a little bit and was kind of cool. And so we used the proofing drawer. We can also use that proofing drawer. It's like a little drawer. It's an oven drawer. You can cook in it. You can use it like a slow cooker. It's one of my favorite things that we added to the kitchen that you usually don't see like in standard kitchens. And I really, because we knew we were going to be baking, because when my husband designed the house, he also made a baking area for us. And so you'll notice that this is marble, and that's because it's better to roll out breads or roll out doughs, pies, anything like that. It's better to roll those out and use this marble on. You'll notice that we're not using that. I have been using that this whole video because we're trying to get the camera situated, right? So you can get a good picture. And one day you may see me over there with the camera, underneath the cabinet and lights and baking there, rolling stuff out there. But today we're on the granite. So you can tell that the rolls have risen and they've doubled in size. They look really nice. This one here is the one that I left the skin out. We didn't do anything to try to get that skin to get more moist. I just wanted to see, what it would look like and have a contrasting roll. We're also going to now take and we're going to put egg wash on here, on the rolls, just around the edges. And the egg wash, while I'm doing this, the egg wash is 1 tablespoon of water and 1 small egg. We had an egg that one of our new chickens laid today, and it was a little egg, and so cute. I was going to show you the shell, but I've already put it in there. So I'm just brushing the egg wash on around, and then I've got my oven set at 375, And so after we get the egg wash on, then we will put these rolls in, and they will bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. Um, it's good. Like these rolls, you can make them ahead of time. You can bake them and freeze them, and then pull them out of the freezer and just warm them up. You know, like you do your yeast rolls that you buy at the grocery store for the holidays. If you wanted to make those ahead of time, you could do that. We're probably gonna get into these and eat these tonight. I may freeze some of them so that we have them next week with our meals. But that's a way that you can prepare ahead, right? And it's okay to freeze the bread. Okay, all right. Egg wash is on. Got lots of egg wash left over. May have to try to find something else to bake to use it with. So I'm going to put this in the oven now at 375. Bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. When you bake bread, you look for an internal temperature of around 200. You can use just a regular kitchen thermometer and check that to see if it's good, or you could probably use the toothpick method. Let's slide these in, and we'll check them in a little bit. Okay, it's time to take the rolls out. So, oh my goodness, they smell wonderful. They have a grainy smell. I mean, it's like that fresh grain. It has a different, scent. I don't know what we call it, aroma. Okay, so I do need to get my thermometer. Okay, just gonna put it in soft. Yep, it's over 210. Rolls are good. Let's see, what things did I want to tell you? The oven was at 375. We left them in for 25 to 30 minutes. I think it was a little bit right close to about 26, 27 minutes. You can see that they come out golden brown where we used the egg wash. This particular one it's got a little bit of a, I don't know, it looks like a raised effect to it. But I think they look great. I'm really excited to put some butter on them and see how they taste. Oh, so my husband is saying, here, let's try them. They're going to be really, really hot, but we'll cut into them. I don't mind cutting into them. All right. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, y'all want to see the inside of them, don't you? Too? Yeah, for sure, for sure. What am I thinking about? Um, okay, yeah, a little plate's great. So they've got that. I like my biscuits to be a little golden on the bottom, and these guys are definitely done. They have a nice sound to them when you tap the bottom of them. They don't have a soggy bottom, but they're rolls, so why would they, right? These are hot. I'm just going to get my paper towel here. Give you this structure. Well, I probably could have just pulled them apart, right? You can see on the inside there, we're going to put a little bit of butter. Well, I think to know if it's open structure, oh, I need to pull it apart. I also probably need to let it cool. Me eating it hot like this is probably not a good idea because you can't really tell about the structure of it. But it smells so good. It smells really good, so I'm just going to cut into it. You really should let it cool first, especially like your big loaves of bread. We will want those to cool because you do change the structure a little bit for sure. It's still hot, but I'm going to taste of this and let you know what it tastes like. And maybe we'll get another little one when it's cooled later. How about that? That's really good. You want to try it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a good roll. I would definitely it has a, I don't know, what would it maybe, okay, well, it tastes really good. We'll say that. I'm not like great at describing what my flavors are, but thank you.